What's going on, guys? Dysfunctional garage here, and what we're about to do is kind of already started the process. Let me excuse me, show you what we got going on. We're going to try to beat the heat this summer, and by that I mean trying to keep the cooler and keep the inside of the cabin cooler. So did some thinking, some research, and I found a couple ideas we're going to throw at it this year. First, the bed. As you can see, I almost got it done. I took some spray insulation foam, the stuff that is rated for fire. It's called Fire Block. I got to finish trimming up each side and that portion there because I kind of ran out, so that's what I had to do. And that's kind of boogered up right there because I stuck my hand in it. And so, yeah. The other thing we're going to do is also to that, I got a piece of aluminum somewhere around here that I have cut, trying to find it, that is going to bolt into the bed. I already put 2 screws towards the back, and then I'm going to use the OEM screws that hold the little heat shield that's on there as well. Here it is. A piece that's already cut and mocked up. Got the 2 holes up there, and I'll drill those 2 once I get everything lined up. And I kind of snip the back to make it match. Also, we're going to be putting this aluminum stick and sheet sound deadening barrier and heat barrier that some people have sworn by on Amazon. Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these sheets. They're going to go on here on the back side of the firewall. Also, I'm going to do the inner lining around the center console as well. And hopefully we can cut down on some heat this year. So first up, obviously getting everything torn out. The machine is completely torn apart. I'll post a picture here in a minute. I put it on its side about 2 weeks ago now. And when I did so, it shifted the whole cage pretty damn hard. And I could have lived with a little bit of a bent cage. However, it broke the metal. So, yeah, it broke the metal. All the welds seem to be fine, so. But this cage I found for $100. Checked it over, nothing wrong with it. I'm going to fumble around with these, finish cutting that foam, and get the aluminum bolted on. And I'll pick up in a little bit. I realized that I'm filming the video this way instead of this way, so I'm just going to carry on like this now. Anywho, the lower portion done, got it stuck on there, got the aluminum tape through all the creases and whatnot. Kind of left these for some playroom in here, not really knowing, but you know where I put my seams, ran some tape over there, so on and so forth. So yeah, well, I missed a spot. I gotta get this one. But not only am I using the adhesive on there, but I'm also using this good old stuff right here, high strength adhesive. I use it on all my road cases that I make when I do all my DJing and lighting stuff, and it works pretty damn well. So using it on here, like I said, got the lower half done. Now I just got to do the upper half, and hopefully they fit in there. Yeah, lovely. Alrighty, guys. So it's kind of late, but I'm not riding tomorrow, so I still got 1 week to ride and get all this crap back together. So you can see we got the heat shielding in. It's kind of hard to see down here, but she's all installed. Got her cleaned up for the most part, just so I can detail it another day, but I got it mostly cleaned up. We got the center console, or I should say the armrest really, I don't ever use this. Got it lined as well. So I'm going to get that installed, and then we're going to go over to the bed and finish cutting up the foam and try to get the aluminum on there. I'm half thought about running a sheet of that stuff on there as well to try and help with the heat. I don't know, we'll see. I still got to save some for my cooler. At least put 2 sheets off to the side for that. And yeah, I have some scrap pieces here that I try not to do. All a bunch of scraps. I'm trying to do big solid sheets, but the top piece I ended up having to use a lot of scraps because there's a lot of contours on the back side. So filled it up with a lot of scraps and a lot of aluminum tape, and we'll see. Let's get back to work. Finally got her done. We got the sprayed insulation, and then I also put a piece of that adhesive under here, just halfway kind of where the cooler sits. Got my bolts in, and she fits. Of course, I did the blue fender washers in the bed to match, and I got a piece on the bottom of the cooler, and yeah, so we'll see. It's kind of hard to see, but there's foam right here. And what it ended up doing is just kind of painting it black. I know styrofoam and spray paint don't mix, but I think it'll be all right. If I really want, I probably could go put another piece of aluminum on there, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm really hoping that the aluminum on the bottom side really will help reflect my LED lights underneath. Went ahead and polished up the old exhaust while we had this thing off. So yeah. Well guys, it's been a long night, and I feel like I got nothing done. And now it's time to pick up and go to sleep. Wake up and do it all again. I hope you enjoyed this short little video. Dysfunctional garage. See you on the trails. Stay trashy and feral.